What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades, where we give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just some random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Now, what I am here to offer you is information and resources and tools to help you make great financial decisions. The reason that I got into investing and the stock market is because a couple years ago I had some really bad medical issues that put me about $30,000 in debt. And my key to financial freedom was through investing and the stock market. And I want to offer you guys the same mentorship and help that was offered to me by some close friends and family, and hopefully change some lives and make some people a little bit better off than they were before. Lastly, before we get into the video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like if you think you'll enjoy this video. It does help the YouTube algorithm, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And consider subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this. I do post videos daily. With that being said, today we are looking at ticker symbol MVIS, Microvision Incorporated. And there are two main points that I want to touch on for today's update. Number one, President Trump did just sign off on the $600 stimulus package that will be going out to Americans to help with coronavirus relief. It was a $900 billion stimulus deal, and with his signature, we should be expecting to get that check within the next 2 to 6 weeks. Now, that is great news, not just for America, but for the market as a whole. This is going to put investors in a much better mental space. That will put a lot of confidence in potential buyers to get into plays such as Microvision. This is not an exception to the market. This is a great opportunity for some good spike up, and I think this is going to push this stock up pretty high. We might see some pretty solid volume and volatility tomorrow. I can't tell you for sure. I'm not a wizard. If I could tell you for sure, we would all be very wealthy people for sure. But I would expect Monday to be a very high volume, high volatility, green day. Secondly, Chris Sain put out his weekly Saturday penny stock picks, and I've been talking to you guys about this stock for a couple days now, 3 or 4 days. And Chris Sain on his latest video did say that he is bullish on Microvision Incorporated. Now, keep in mind that he did say this is a penny stock play for him, so this is not something that he's going to hold for a long-term investment. This is something where he's going to turn a quick profit and get out. However, he is usually very accurate on his investment strategies, and I would not be surprised if we see this thing run up anywhere from 10 to 50% this week. However, I'm not a financial advisor nor expert. Do your own due diligence and make sure you're making your own investments smartly. But it is good to get some confirmation that what I've been seeing is not just something that I'm seeing myself. In the last 10 days, we had 8 bullish days in a row. We hung above the volume moving average for all but maybe a couple of hours for the last 8 days. And then we had 2 red days where we had a little bit of price correction. But if you look at the overall 10-day trend, it is very bullish. We started off at 268 and we are currently sitting at 659. So that is about 250% margin of return, which is fantastic. So it would be amazing if we could see this continue to run on market open Monday. So some things to keep in mind that you're going to want to be looking for is volume. We do not want to see, this is a 15-minute chart. We don't want to be seeing old volume trading numbers in this low range, 54,000, 192,000, 204,000. That is very low compared to the volume that we have been seeing, 10 million, 11 million, 10 million, 705,000, 2 million, 1 million. You get the idea. We want to be seeing that 1 million plus shares traded in a 15-minute chart window, because that does mean that there is still a lot of interest in the stock and the volatility is still going to be high. And with penny stocks, you're looking for volatility because that is what drives higher price valuation. So make sure in the pre-market that you scan for stock volume. There are indicators that you can use. You can search on the NASDAQ for unusual volume trading. And basically what that'll tell you is how much the stock is trading compared to its usual trading volume, and that's a great way to see whether there's some insider buying that is happening. And another thing to keep in mind for market open on Monday is levels of support and levels of resistance. So if we're looking at the last trading day, we're seeing a pretty solid support level at $6.01. I'll zoom in here for you, throw it on a 1-minute chart. I'll even drop it down to here. $5.94 as a pretty solid support level. We do have a couple of candlesticks that are touching this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our immediate resistance is going to be right about here at 659, which is where we're sitting. But beyond that, that's a pretty weak resistance line. You are going to be looking closer to here. $7.20. This is where we saw a little bit of price rejection. It touched up here. We had an under. It touched up on the resistance line, came back down, and it tanked off pretty hard. So this seems to be a psychological barrier to investors that you're going to want to watch for. So if you need to write these numbers down, remember 594. If we dip below 594, which I highly doubt will happen, but it might, you need to be prepared for everything in investing. If you're not planning, then you're planning to fail. 594 is the support line. If we dip under that, you should expect a red day. So this price range right here, we should break through pretty easily. That's a very weak resistance line. So I would focus more on the $7.20 resistance line. Write that down if you would like to. And if we break through this, I would not be surprised if we see an upward run towards that $8 mark and possibly the $9 mark. We are sitting at an all-time high on this stock at about $9.75. So if we can come anywhere near that price valuation by the end of the week, if we can bust past this $9.75, I would expect some pretty extreme volatility because a massive breakout would always follows after surpassing an all-time high on a stock. So that is what I have for the update on ticker symbol MVIS, Microvision Incorporated. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section down below. I would love to answer any questions. I love this company. I love what they're doing. And I love communicating with all of my subscribers and the community we have here at Trey's Trades. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, if not a dislike. Either way, you're helping out the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate your support. And consider subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this. That is all I have for you guys today, and I will see you all next time. Peace.